we're still working through that, but I mean, I'm open to everything. Like whether it's, again, trading player for player, I'll listen to anybody if it's trading, a couple players. I'm not going to say the entire roster, we're open for business on the entire roster, but if anybody's going to call and they're interested in any of our players, I'll certainly listen. And again, we're in a situation where unfortunately we have to get under the salary cap, and we're not in very good salary cap health. And again, I'm not going to say yes to every deal, but I'm definitely going to listen, and I'll be open to the situations that are best for the New York Giants.
Mike Smith, I heard so much there. I got to say, that was brilliant general managing from Joe Schoen, who's a rookie GM in New York. He came from Buffalo. He was an assistant in Buffalo to Brandon Beane, and he brought in Brian Daboll as his head coach from Buffalo as well. But and the Giants have been in the news. If you haven't heard, they've been in the news lately because of some other things. But I'm going to tell you, that was a brilliant job. What Schoen accomplished there, he accomplished like 3 obvious things and one thing that was not so obvious. Number one, just go ahead and just hang a sign. Call me, please. Call me. I want to make a trade. That's one. 2, clearly, he's looking. He has some deals in mind. Saquon Barkley. He answered a question directly about Barkley that made it sound like, yeah, the guy is on the trading market. He's going to be out there. Teams can come and ask about Barkley, and the reason we know that's clear. Because he turned around when he was asked about Daniel Jones. He said, Daniel Jones is our quarterback. He's our starting quarterback in 2022.
Whose option they haven't picked up yet, by the way. But
haven't picked up the option, but that's coming. But there was like a little subtle thing there he did when he talked about the salary cap and how they have salary cap issues and they gotta do some things, unfortunately. You know what he may have been able to do in his interview? I'm just throwing it out here. This is speculation. Tell me how you feel about it. He may have been able to use the Giants' past against them and bring back something that is so early 1990s, early 2000s. It's so played out that people don't bring it up anymore because they know it doesn't fly. He may have used the Giants 2 years and out history with their coaching to say, wait a minute,
yeah.
To do this thing the right way, I'm going to need 5 or 6 years. I got a 5-year plan. Like, this can't be a quick fix. I'm going to need time to come in here and do my thing. And because of that, maybe that's another reason Brian Flores looks at this and says, man, not only was this a job in my hometown, this is a job that I was going to be able to have the time to put my program in place because they know and I know that this is a reclamation project and I need some real time with this. And that's just speculation. I haven't talked to anybody on it. I'm just listening to Schoen and the confidence with which he speaks as a rookie general manager. I think he speaks because he knows he's got safety help over the top. He can be a little more aggressive. Safety's back there. Because he knows he has time to put his thing in place.
Until he doesn't. I mean, yeah. Right now, first combine, rookie GM.
What kind of contract did he sign? What kind of contract did he sign?
A long-term contract. But what's that worth? You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't stop. To your point about the Giants' turnstile at the top of the organization, beneath upper management, beneath the ownership, what does the contract matter? If they get impatient again, if your program isn't yielding results. I mean, I didn't honest personally. I mean, I appreciate you reading between the lines. I didn't hear anything that stood out from Joe Schoen other than typical. Hey, no different than I think Trent Baalke, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, we're always open for business for the number 1 pick. Yeah, everybody's available. If you're a bad team with a new GM in cap trouble that's got holes all over the roster, that has a running back who, while he was exciting his rookie year, has battled injuries, is coming up on needing a new contract, he's available. I mean, it's a little jarring, I imagine, if you're Saquon Barkley or a fan of Saquon Barkley, to hear your name, your new general manager say, yeah, give us a call. But he's not. But he didn't draft him. He didn't draft any of these dudes. So it's not only that he's a new GM.
I don't like that.
With time.
I don't like that, though. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Who's he attached to? That's the beauty of being a new GM.
Yeah.
You get to come in and you want as many picks as possible to put your stamp on this organization. So when and if you're fired before the expiration of your first contract, at least a la Frank Sinatra, you did it your way.
If he thinks that way, and I'll move on to something else, if he thinks that way, then I've given him too much credit. That's a neophyte move. That's the rookie who says, these are not my guys.
So running back.
I don't care. I'm talking about just like the roster. Hey, I'm not attached to any of these guys. You got to be attached to some of them, because if you're going to have a championship team, in recent championship history in all sports, you come in, I think there's this fascination with, hey, these are my guys. Well, no. If you're going to be a champion, you're going to win a championship with some guys that other people drafted, other people signed.
No. Don't misunderstand. It's not personal. Like, I'm attached to him because I drafted him. Usually that does factor in, whether you like it or not. It does historically and traditionally factor in. It's not that there aren't any good players on the Giants. It's that Joe Schoen got this job and Brian Daboll got this job because the Giants were terrible. So why should they go into it being like, oh, they're not fans. Oh, no, we got to keep Saquon Barkley. It's like, do you? Like, if somebody going to make you an offer that's going to give you pieces that you can build out the roster and find a cheap running back the way that most teams do nowadays, why wouldn't you? Like, there was a whole bunch of waters wet from Joe Schoen that I heard yesterday. But
okay, well, here's the funny thing.
Everybody process is different.
Can I tell you what's very funny? Back in our Madden franchise days, we used to be obsessed with players' awareness. Their awareness was like a 90, and they had athleticism. We'd be like, oh, that's the dude. Our awareness, our self-awareness is probably at a 25. The funny thing is, we got to tell the family that we came into this segment saying, oh, yeah, we may talk about 3 more football topics. You kidding me?
But I didn't know you were like really like interested in what Joe Schoen, like he didn't say anything.
Yeah,
like, he didn't
he
say
did
anything
say
newsworthy.
Something. Yes, he did.
I mean, he said what any new GM would say if they're taking over a team, like, yo, yeah,
every new GM doesn't say that. Every GM, every veteran GM doesn't say that. He said more than you think. Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.